I got this. It is the PowKiddy Retro FC Q3 168 in 1. You can see from the picture on the box pretty much what it is. It's got other things written on the box. They say things and words and stuff. We don't care. Well, I don't, you might. And if you do, I don't know, pause the video and read them yourself. You get things like that. Yay. And that. Yay. And that. Yep. Power cable thing, because you can't transfer anything to it that I'm aware of, and AV out to plug into your telly if you want to. I kind of don't, but it's nice that you've got the option. So, as you'll have seen from the picture on the box, it is a kind of Game Boy shaped handheld console. Let me just show you that other thing, that other Game Boy shaped console that I reviewed recently, just for size comparison. Here's this, and here's the piece of junk that I reviewed recently, and as you can see, the size difference is significant. But the red thing, piece of junk, don't go near it. This, on the other hand, well, let's see. D-pad, not horrible. I don't know if it's great, but it's not horrible. I wouldn't call it clicky, but it's got a fairly positive feel to it. And, you know, you can push the corners individually and not be pressing the whole thing. These, not great, not horrible. These, yeah, they're fine. They're kind of middling, is what I would call them. We have a volume knob here, not one of those multi-push things and hope that it gives you a decent volume. It's actually a volume knob, if the camera can, yeah, that'll do. On top, power on and off, mini USB for charging, AV out. On this side, nothing at all. On the back, no screw to hold it in. Good. I like it when there is no screw. Yeah. I'm guessing that's a Nokia type battery. Could be wrong, but that's what it looks like to me. So, what do you get when you turn it on? Yay! English or Chinese? Well, let's go for English because I'm English and I don't speak Chinese. So you'll have figured out instantly what this is. It is a famiclone. And it is the kind of famiclone that has got ripped off ROMs. I believe some of them are hacks, but you've got plenty of obviously very recognisable games there as well. I will cycle through them so that you can see exactly what is on here. Obviously I'm not going to play them all because that would take quite a while. But we will have a go at some of them, just so you can see the quality of the... well, I believe it's emulation, and I'll tell you why when I play it. I don't think this is a NES on a chip. I might be wrong. I've been known to be wrong before, many times. So there we go, and back to the start again. I don't think there are any repeats. You may remember that GBA shaped famiclone that I reviewed a couple of months ago that I liked, but the, what was it meant to be, 300, 600, 30,000, I don't know, games that were supposed to be on it. There were about 40 in the end, perhaps, if you were lucky. This, I think there are no repeats. I think you do actually get 168 games, and I think they're pretty good ones. So obviously you've got Super Mario. Let's just have a looky. Try and get not quite too much reflection on there. I will do appallingly. Now, I don't know about the quality of the colours or the sound. Let me... oh, no. There, that's going to work a bit better, maybe. Trying to get it there. Oh, I'm trying to get it so there aren't too many lines and things going on. There we go. I'm stupid, of course, because I want to be jumping up under those, and you know, I really suck at Mario games. Really, really. The thing with this, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on this game, and I find it strange. Screen tearing. Screen tearing is a thing on this handheld. It's not really going to matter on a game like this. I don't know what that did. Anyway, but it's like, what kind of underpowered processing is there going on in this? Oh bollocks! That you get screen tearing emulating a NES. I don't know. Anything should be able to emulate a NES without getting screen tearing. I'm not really paying attention to what I'm doing, hence the awful playing. Yeah, but you know, on a game like this, bit of screen tearing really doesn't matter. The nature of it, where it's mostly sky, you're not going to see it anyway. There, did you see that? It's a diagonal tear. It goes along like that. Anyway, we'll bang out of that. You've got a reset button just here. So that, I mean, that's really all there is to say about it. It's a famiclone with a ton of games, most of which, well, I don't know if they're all good, but a lot of them are good. You know, they're big titles. I'm not a fan of the NES, but there are some games on here that I like, and I'm looking for one now in particular, and failing to find it. There we go. F1 Race. Takes a moment to load, which I find interesting. My camera is recognising this circle as a face. My goodness. Oh, okay, press the button again and it loads. Apparently this is one of those games that is popular for testing to see if the emulation is okay, because if it's not, it kind of bugs out. The circuit looks all wrong and stuff, like the side of the track. This, to me, looks fine. I don't know if it is or not, but oops, my driving obviously isn't. But I like the game. I mean, it's an obvious pole position rip-off, but it's a good one. It does the job well, and I think it's. I think the emulation is doing the job here. Again, if they're screen tearing, you're just not going to. Oh bollocks! You're not going to see it on this game. Yeah. Snow Brothers, that's a good one to have on there. Tetris, obviously, I mean, it's going to be NES Tetris and not Game Boy Tetris, but whatever, you want Tetris on a handheld like this, so that's a good thing to have. Ninja Turtles, kind of don't care. Double Dragon 2, I think there might... I don't know if the original Double Dragon is on here, it's somewhere further on, but you know, there are lots of popular titles on here. Pac-Mania, I like that. 1942, you kind of can't have a NES compilation without that. I'm not really a fan of the NES game, but Arkanoid. Love me a bit of Arkanoid, even if I do suck at it and fail to find the right button to press. And it's the pacing is pretty good here, in like the responsiveness to the D-pad. you can get your bat in the right place without too much difficulty, where on some versions of the game your bat's just too slow, or I don't want that, I want the big bat. Too slow or just kind of unresponsive or inaccurate, and that makes games like this just bloody impossible. Ideally, you know, you need a paddle, a dial controller or something like that, but failing that, is there a speed option? No. Some versions of this game you get it's like you push a button and your paddle will move faster. This doesn't appear to be one of them. Fine by me. I think the speed of it is just about right. I don't know what that thing's doing. Having a Barney. Right, let's have a quick... I'm kind of investigating these myself. I've not played a whole lot of the games on here. It's like I've gone to the ones that I'm familiar with. I don't know which is like best to demonstrate the qualities of the handheld. Whoops, I didn't look. Now this will probably show screen tearing. Maybe, yes. It's when you've got horizontal movement. Oh dear. Oh. I don't know. You know, there will be purists who will object and say, nope, that's just not good enough, it shouldn't be screen tearing. And I agree that it shouldn't. Hardware in this day and age, even low-cost hardware, should be able to emulate the NES perfectly. So the fact that it doesn't says, what the hell? But I personally, I can forgive that, because the form factor of this handheld, every other aspect of it, especially after reviewing those other pieces of god-awful tat. Oh, I forgot you can jump. What a doofus. It's great. You know, apparently the battery gives about 5 hours of life. The screen is nice. I'm viewing this right now at a very strange angle. Whoops. And I can see it perfectly. You know, about, yeah, viewing angles are just fine. The controls are good, the weight is good, the size is great, it sits really nicely in the hand. I like the plastic, I like the matte black nature of it, and I like absolutely everything about this. The only thing that lets it down is the screen tearing. It is so not a big deal, really. And you know what's really makes this impress me, apart from the fact that all of those features I just mentioned, I got this off of eBay for £12.75. That, given that this was a tenner and is a piece of junk, £12.75 for that blows my mind, because I think this is really good and worth absolutely every penny. Of all the little handheld famiclones I have tried, you know, your cheap under £15, under £20 or whatever, this is the best. Yeah, and that's pretty much all I've got to say about it. It's good. I could plug it into the telly, but I'm just not going to, because I can't be bothered really, I'm lazy. It's either going to work or I suppose I should. Okay, you twisted my arm. I can hear all the screaming people saying, but we want to see it plugged into the... I suppose it will demonstrate the screen tearing. Bear with me a moment. Okay, here we go. Plugged into the telly. Took a little bit. If you don't get the jack plug in exactly right, it'll flicker in and out, and the screen, when it's plugged in properly, the screen on the handheld turns off, and you just get what's on the TV. And it was like just flickering and having a bit of a Barney. But here we are, we've got it working now. Let's find one with... We want something with a lot of horizontal movement and maybe a lot going on the screen, and I need to change my glasses. No. Oh, whatever. That's not going to be it, is it? Okay. I don't know what game this is. It's called Super Mario World, but obviously this is not going to be Super Mario World, is it? Is it really? Pretty sure they didn't do Super Mario World on the NES. Whatever, we'll play it. Is this oh, it's a sprite hack of another game, isn't it? Oh, okay, right, you can't jump on the snails then. I know the game, I've played it. It's like Nintendo's answer to Wonder Boy, but I've forgotten what it's called. I'm not a fan of it. But I'm not a fan of Mario either, so I don't care. Novel that it's on here. I don't know. Escape. Okay, right, yep. Oh, okay. As you can see, I'm not familiar with that game all that much, so I'm going to suck at this just as much as I would suck at a normal Mario game. Well, we're not seeing the screen tearing, so that's interesting. Or if we are, I wasn't paying close enough attention. Let's try something else. Super Mario Brothers. I think that says 6. 1992. Right, okay. Yeah, I don't actually believe it. And neither should you. No. Okay then. Tiny Toons Adventure with a sprite hack. Okay. Okay. Sprite swap. Call it what you. What the hell? Yeah. Right. Oops. Well, you know. I guess they must be a bit obsessed with Mario. Adventure Island. Now, isn't that? Yeah, that's the game that was. That's what we just played, isn't it? Duh. Yeah, whatever. Okay, that'll do. You get the gist. It's doing the job quite nicely, if I'm honest. There's not much not much more I can say about it. So I am going to end there. It is the PowKiddy Retro FC Q3 168 in 1. Available eBay. I don't know if they got it on Amazon. I know TomTop have got it. Probably loads of places have got it. Shouldn't be hard to find. I've seen loads of people reviewing it. This one I bought with the proceeds from my Patreon account, my Patreon supporters. I could not have brought you this video without your support, so a very, very big thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Okay, I'll shut up now. Thank you for watching.
Patreon? That's not even a word, you've made it up.
That was a bit lame. Oh well, I got this. It is the well, what is who there? I'll work out who it's by in a minute. I'll start again.